What's good, YouTube? This is going to be a really motivational video, I think, for a lot of people out there. One of my subscribers emailed in, started 2 channels, grinding on them. After 3 months, both blew up, over 7 million subs. Put both friends on, 800K subs now. Want to say you changed my life. Also, he said, I'd be happy if you showed this in one of your videos to really motivate people to continue. I 100% agree with you. I think this will definitely motivate people. And if I didn't get to your email yet, bro, it's because there's literally 74 behind this in the last 6 days. And that's why I make these videos. I'll blur it out so you don't get spam. TJShorts. Okay, so 4.9 set. I'm just going to say 5 mil. First thing off the bat here, 191 videos on about 5 million. That ratio is f***ing insane. There are channels that are thousands deep that don't even have a mil. This is a case of quality beating quantity. You're producing high quality content and you're consistently doing it over time. That's when some dangerous shit happens. That's when you actually start getting massive brands, massive channels. April 7th, 2024. So we're looking at 9 months in a week, roughly. Also, if this is a US audience, the money, yeah, that shit's insane. Anyways, right off the bat, dude, right off the bat, every piece of content is eye-catching and interesting. Now, we haven't even clicked on any of these. And you got to think of the brain rot who are watching this shit for hours and hours a day. Even the average person's going to find this stuff interesting. That is the sourcing aspect of it. Also, this dude's building his own, because once you understand that, okay, if I edit it a certain way, I have a great hook, not only can you start using other people's content, you can produce your own. It really snowballs. That's number one, is just quality off of the content being sourced and produced is already really, really good. Let's watch one of these and break down the level of editing, because you don't get to this level with bad editing or not being consistent or having interesting content. It's literally not possible. Hold on one second. Do this shit every fucking time. Okay, so you can hear this. Okay, this might not seem a lot's going on. I'm gonna break this down. Okay, to start off, we're just go over the basic editing. Immediate zoom out. That's edit number 1. Okay, so if you just have a piece of content, you say, hey, this is this guy, that works. Okay, it 100% works. I'm saying if you not only have good content and you have good editing and you're consistent, it's hard to not make this work. Edit number 1, immediately fast zoom out. There was also an MP3 effect of a swoosh when it was zooming out. Those are the first 2 edits within the first, we're not even at a second. Also, this arrow. So the arrow is not just coming in and it's just like, boom, Merry Christmas. It's actually moving the whole time. So if we watch back on this, so it starts here, immediately cuts over, and then also moves up and around. So we have the swoosh, the zoom out, and the arrow, and it's moving. So that's 4 edits. If you include the arrow and the arrow actually moving, that's 4 edits, and we're not even 1 second, okay? There's just levels to it. You need to understand. Quick tip watching this back as well. Once you get down your edits, you can actually organize these in folders and have them ready to go for each video. You don't have to like re-download every effect, MP3 sound, or if you have like a specific thing you use for branding several times, you save these assets into a folder and then you just pull them up so that you can quickly access them. Takes time initially to build it, but then once you build it, just easier when editing. Also, he's doing the single word bounce captions, which I still believe is the best for brain rot people, you know, attention span wise. I genuinely think it's the best. There's nothing wrong with the auto-generated v.io ones or whatever else, but I'm just saying if you do the best of the best on every single thing, you're consistent, you have great quality content and great storytelling, it's really hard to fail. Keep going.
Just found a 7 million.
Okay, so that's a money MP3 effect. Also, he changed the color on the actual dollar amount if we go back here, so that's another edit.
$1 million crystal while opening ancient rocks. He firstly...
Also, pick up on the cuts too, because you can commentate over a piece of content and it does great. Again, I've showed this guy before on here and he's over 2 mil. That's not bad at all. But it's, again, one commentary and then letting the clip play without edits to the original. And again, I'll play it.
Educated an entire
So again, one sentence commentary.
Not everybody suffered equally.
And then lets the clip play, okay?
There were about 3/3.
Do you notice how there's no more edits on this entire thing? By the way, it's a lot more for this to get claimed, striked, or demonetized. It's still got 500 mil. That's why I'm saying it can work both ways. But if you're editing some fucking 5-6 edits within the first second, honestly, dude, luck, it gets smaller and smaller in the equation. And also, these cuts are just on the original video. I'm almost certain these cuts that are happening in these are over the original actually happening, if that makes sense. If something interesting is not happening on the screen of the clip you're commentating or producing, you can cut it to something that is interesting to, again, help with retention. It's just something to pick up on. And again, the cuts are when it goes from this, boom, that's a cut. Immediately, it goes from this to this, okay? In the original, it might have been there. It might have not been, you know, an immediate cut. I'm almost certain that there's something going on to help with retention there. Cutting sooner. Let's keep going.
Year-old rock, but it only contained
Another cut.
a little bit of crystals. So now he tries a 3 million-year-old rock, but it still only has...
And this is the type of shit that, like, again, you just can't make it up. It's like you can mass produce stuff and it will work, but it's if you find stuff that's genuinely interesting, it's wow, this is cool to look at. Don't get me wrong, it takes time. It takes a hell of a lot longer to find this type of stuff. But when you find it, that's an advantage. It's a competitive advantage. You can use that over somebody else who might only find a clip, one sentence, you know, and then go over that. And again, both still work. I'm just saying if you want to put in more work and lower the amount of luck in the equation, there's ways to do it by putting in more work on the editing, quality of content, etc.
very small crystals inside. But when you see what he found in the last one, you will be absolute.
This is good right here in the storytelling. So he says he's keeping them hyped up for the end. He's saying, you know, wait till we, you know, this is really interesting. This is cool, but wait till you see at the end, right? Again, it's probably some 14-year-old watching this shit. It was born with brain damage and they don't know, oh man, I want to see what happens at the end. It might sound stupid as fuck to you, but dude, the amount of money this shit makes, just fucking say it. Play the game. Literally play the game.
Shocked. So while you see him open all the remaining...
Also, he's blurred out the captions on the original. Again, just takes more effort, but again, you put in all this effort, something's gonna happen.
Make sure to subscribe.
Okay, click effect with emoji. So with the emoji coming up, so it's a click.mp3 effect. All you need to do to find this, you look up click effect. This is the craziest shit. You're going to press this. You're gonna watch a dumbass fucking ad. Okay, actually, I hate that one. Hold on a second. That's the goated one. All right. What you do is you have this effect, all right? So, you literally just look that shit up and just YouTube to MP3 converter. That's it. You just throw it in. You can use any of these. Yeah, they're scammy. They have a bunch of ads. Who gives a shit? Just play the game. You download this shit so that when something interesting happens or you say, hey, check this out, you throw in that click effect, or hey, subscribe here, you throw in that click effect. You download it into this, upload it into your videos. It helps with retention. Again, more work almost always equals a better result. Generally speaking, if you work harder than the guy to your left and your right, you're probably going to do better than them. Continuing to go through this.
All the remaining rocks, make sure to...
So that was that click with two of these coming up. That was the ding effect, which again, literally just look this shit up. Boom. That's literally it. That was the exact thing.
Within 3 seconds for the best luck to...
These are animated emojis too. Animated emojis will probably have a higher retention than if you just have flat emojis. Again, more effort, better result.
3, 2...
It's this stupid ass voice. And I'm not even roasting it. I mean, this shit is good. People are watching this. The editing's insane, but you throw in this voice and you time it so that when this thing is going to open, you put the end of this 3, 2, 1 thing right as this thing's about to open. You can do that in your editing. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. It's going to open right here.
Put a heart if it looks beautiful. Now here it is. Very cool.
That was good too. See, he dragged out an extra 2 seconds at the end there. And then I think it's going to cut off as soon. Wait, hold on.
This guy just...
Yep, and he cuts off right there. These are all retention hacks that are so fucking good. And you could say ecom lifter, you're dropping all the sauce. It's just a shitload of work. Finding something this interesting with that many edits. That was a 31-second clip, bro. That was a 31-second fucking video. I don't know how long I spent going over all the shit that went down in this. But that's why you start small and you work your way up. You build up to that shit. And when you're really, really good, you get these high-ass retention videos. If something's moving on the screen are really interesting, don't wait 3-4 seconds for that shit to happen, okay? The hook, dude, the hook. It's just show it immediately. Again, VVSA is the same thing as click-through rate on long form, but for short form, you want that shit to be really high, okay? You want people to watch.
Trying to compete in a sandcastle
cut
competition where whoever builds the most impressive looking castle wins $700,000.
A good money effect here.
This girl is a professional, and the result will absolutely...
Also, notice that I mean, he could be making this shit up, but I'm assuming he probably... This chick may or may not do this for a living. I don't fucking know, but it at least sounds like there's research being done. And if not, the storytelling is just really good. This is good, too, with call to actions of comments, because, again, comments boost engagement.
And now here it is. This girl is...
Also, I love how this is really subtle, but at the very end... When the big reveal happens, he only shows it for a little bit. This is really good because how many of these brain rot, you know, people are going to be like, oh my God, there it is. Wait, I didn't quite get to see it. Let me watch this whole ass thing again. And again, retention, watch time. That's what this app wants. It's what every app wants. YouTube, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram, all of them just want retention. Literally anything can go viral. It's just that when you have this consistency of and quality of content so many fucking times in a row. Also, there's no way this shit's daily. Let me check this out. Jan 14, 12, so 2 days, 2 days, out of here. 2 days, 1 day. 1 day is a really good hook, by the way.
TikTok organic can seem very inconsistent.
Yeah, I bet it does, buddy. Hold on.
Have you ever seen what's inside a kettlebell? First, we do a durability.
That's a really good ass hook on that.
This guy just found.
I mean, yes. I mean, this dude's not even, because again, at this level of quality, dude, I mean, this was a 5-day gap on this one.
This guy just found.
It's just the quality is just so fucking good. I mean, this is where the amount that luck comes into a factor here is just really low if you're producing stuff this good. Another thing with reused content, dude, there's no fucking way you cannot make an amazing case for reused content on this. You could, I mean, there's edits happening basically every fucking second. That is transformative content on every level, on every factor. There's commentary, there's edits, there's storytelling. It's just really good. Also, really quick, so on long form, I want people to understand this too. This video is not bad. It's a good thumbnail. It's definitely the one that people who watch this type of stuff would watch. The thing, they're different algorithms. So you can have an extremely successful shorts feed, but have a really, really bad long form and vice versa. They're just separate algorithms, okay? And momentum builds in the same way. 14K, I'm assuming this isn't the only long form you've uploaded on here. I really don't think it kills retention if you upload more on long form, but I know the amount that's being made here on short form. And honestly, dude, just keep fucking ripping short form. You're pulling great content. You're producing some that's your own too, which is really good. You got the editing down, you're consistent, and the quality's insane. I 100% agree this will motivate the fuck out of people. Again, this random ass shit, who the fuck cares about a ding sound effect? But if you have a ding sound effect, you have 20 cuts in a video, you pick really interesting content, you do all these little things every single day for 9 months, it can go crazy, dude. It really can. You got to ride the waves when they go up, when the fucking baseline crashes. You have to be consistent. Emotionally disengage from the results and just focus on getting better. Day in, day out. Consistency kills. It's one of the hardest fucking things to do. If you're trying to understand maybe the level and quality of editing you really can be doing on these videos, I'm going to keep uploading on here. I think these videos help. But yeah, man, I genuinely, I think this will really motivate people as well. Happy you're doing well. Keep grinding if you're grinding. E-commerce. Peace.